Good morning, everyone. 7:35 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, August 16th, 2020. Chat is over here. It's recorded live from Syracuse, New York. We are in the closet, never coming out. Now, we woke up today, thank God, at 4:20 a.m. and we had planned to wake up at 4. We set an alarm for 4 and 2 a.m. So the 2 a.m. we didn't get up for that one. We did set one for 3. I think the 2 a.m. was still going on at 3, and then the 4 hit, and then we were like, "Yo, it's the last one. We gotta get up." So why would not stop? And so we got up 4:20. About an hour after that, 5:30, we were ready to. We were waking bacon and or probably done already and recorded 1 hour in. So right now it's 8:30. So that in itself was already 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago. About 6 a.m. I started filming on Instagram, and I took those files off the phone and put them on the laptop so they're ready to be edited. So everything I was filming yesterday, which was Saturday, and the day before, Friday, I will be editing those. Everything I filmed this weekend, I'll be chopping it up now. I just want to get the last bit of creating done of this part of the production process. So what we're going to do right now is just record for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just record some ideas I have in my head of random sketch ideas. Like, because I'm figuring out how to just free my mind up about it by not having any thoughts that constrain the flow of creativity. So don't have any rules or any parameters set to the project that's going to constrain the creativity flow. First off, let's just get as many ideas flow out of here as possible first, and then from there we'll sort everything out. You know what I'm saying? But for now, we need an unrestricted, unrestrained flow of the creativity to fill into this swamp. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a swamp of creativity. It's just a creative ass swamp. Like, you're gonna get swamped by creativity. You're gonna get engulfed in this creativity. It's quicksand. You know what I'm saying? Full of creativity. Like, that's horrifying. You don't know what's down there. You don't know what's down there. It's quicksand full of creativity. It's a volcano full of creativity. You know what I'm saying? It's lava full of creativity. Just everything is just the intensity of it, but it is in creativity. It's expressing creativity. You know what I'm saying? But like, if lava hit your hand, whatever it would do to your hand, that's what the creative lava would do. That's the intensity of what the creative lava would do. You know what I'm saying? It would do that much, but in creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would just be some. You would turn into a fucking superhero if you had like creative lava put all over you. You just what? You just last thing you hear is you just be screaming, and then you just fall, and then you come back as like a superhero. It's just crazy. So we're gonna do that, but I'm gonna use that particular idea for Cleverland. That was a brand new idea. I just kind of flew in right there as I'm talking, and I'm starting to realize that the universe is doing that more for me now. Within the last few days, like just this weekend, because of just last night, what happened? Like, the universe is giving me some serious creative downloads because they see I'm super serious about this. You know what I'm saying? They see it. I'm very serious about this. Like, Chad is the first pick for the creative ideas from the universe. They're going to send me these ideas first because I'm out here. I'm the only one that's like this focused on it, bro. Like, I don't do anything else, and I feel some kind of way about that sometimes, but I just laugh at it and keep it moving. I know what's up. That's just the human side of it. That's my human side. It comes out to myself. I just be like, damn, I'm doing a lot of fucking work. But motherfuckers think I'm playing anyway, and I'm not even playing right now. Like, it's just crazy. So it's almost like I'm not even working. So if I stop working, then it's just like I'm playing like they think I am. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I, when I'm not at work, I have to use my spare time to reverse rest. But after I have that amount of, you know what I'm saying? Like, after I have that amount of rest or whatever, or even before that, I'll push myself and just go in, and then I'll get exhausted. Then I'll go to sleep, finally get some rest. Then, then I'm back, to just creating more, right? And that's just the goal, just back and forth. It's just nothing else matters but using this time, this precious time, to get as much of this stuff done. You know what I'm saying? One day I'll pass away, and all in essence, all I'll be able to do is sleep. As far as like my body, my body will be asleep forever. This body is a vessel. It'll run out of fuel one day. You know what I'm saying? Shit will run out of fuel, and this vessel runs off of electricity. You know what I'm saying? So I do need to recharge it. But after that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this vessel is surging electricity for a certain amount of time. Just surging with energy right now. My whole vessel surging with energy. So let's get into these sketches. We're gonna do some sketches. So here's the first one. That was the introduction. Welcome. Here's the first one. You get into a car, and the driver is a taxi cab Uber type shit. Right? You get into the car. The driver is a robot, right? And there's three scenarios. The driver's a robot, the driver is a cyborg, and the driver is like, what else? Yeah, cyborg, and just the whole android. There we go. Android, robot, cyborg, like those three scenarios, right? You get into those three ones, right? And the driver, right? Pulls off, locks the doors, can't get out. Boom, boom, boom. Now, don't get nervous. If you in the car with a robot and that nigga locked the doors, even though that's what robots do, right? And that's what he say when you like the doors. That's what robots do, he says, right? So look, you get in the car with a robot. The robot's the driver, right? It's a taxi. You get in the car with him. And the motherfucker starts testing and driving. Oh shit, you lost your mind. You like, what the fuck is going on? What's this nigga's problem? Hey, C3PO. R2D2. Can you stop arguing with your baby mama? Why are you driving, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I had to think about it. Like, imagine, bro, you get in the car and the robot is texting and driving. He's arguing with his baby moms. He's, just doing everything that you do in the car. You would be terrified. You know what I'm saying? Like, I figure like that was the best image to show the whole point. The point is to stop doing that stupid shit. Because if you get in the car with a robot, right, and you see the robot doing that shit, you won't feel safe. So how you feel safe doing it? You know what I'm saying? And the robot's probably be safer at it than you would be. Real shit, the Android cyborg probably pulling out tests and they're driving a lot better than you good. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Yeah. Most likely real shit. The keyboard lives within them. You feel me? It's crazy. It's crazy. You hear my southern accent come out from time to time with certain words. I just be like, damn, that sounded southern as fuck. It was just a slur though. I just, the ball field made it in the hoop, so it just, you saw the southern accent, so. I'm going to play with that at some point. I'm going to do a southern accent because it's like not really an accent. It's really like, I guess, I try to hide it, nigga. You feel me? I want to sound all country. You feel me? I don't have fun with that shit though. But some Huckleberry Win, nigga. You feel me? I'm going to come up with a name like that. But, alright, so next one. Because, that was the idea. It was, alright, if you get in a car and a robot is a driver. And they start testing the driver, arguing with people on the phone, just doing all the stuff that people really do. That would be the best way to show how silly it is. And then it brings up other points, like, of course, the robots and stuff don't have human error, so they're gonna be better at it. And then it points to the joke of it all. A robot wouldn't really be driving the car, but with the autonomous vehicles and the self-driving revolution impending, right? Robots are now driving the cars, but they're not sitting in the seats. They are the car. The car itself is operated by these systems and artificial intelligence. It's this real spooky wooky shit. Real shit. You got a fucking horseless carriage with no driver. With the computer driver. Horseless carriage. It started off with the horse-drawn carriage, then it moves to the horseless carriage, which is the automobile. Now you got the horseless carriage with no driver. So boom, that's the whole other sketch. You show the horse-drawn carriage, about to pull up to a race. You show, like the time period as the horse pulls up to the line, it will have at the line, you will have the caption of the time period, 19, 16 or no, that would be the next. So 1916 would be, when the Model T automobile from Henry Ford was made, right? But the first one, it would be before 1960, like 1700s, whatever, right? The horse-drawn carriage, well, that pulls up the wagon, you know what I'm saying? Then you have the automobile, the horseless carriage, boom, 1916. And then after that, 100 years later, you know what I'm saying? 2020, the riderless, the driverless horseless carriage. Like, it's a horseless carriage with no driver. You know what I'm saying? And that's just crazy. So from there, where does it go? It's just from there, where can evolution go? Because you already took away the horse, and now you took away the nigga driving the horse, right? No horse. Now you like, okay, there's no horse. There's a wheel. We traded the horse for wheels and tires and engines and combustion and gasoline, fuel. You know what I'm saying? Like, we traded the horse shit for gas money now. You gotta deal with this horse shit. The gas prices are some real horse shit, tell you that, right? So that's where it goes. Then from there, you take away the nigga. Now the nigga's not even driving. Now the nigga's sitting in shotgun. Now he's in the back taking a nap. Now he's nervous just watching the robot, making sure you don't fuck up. Spend the whole trip just waiting for the robot to turn the Terminator. The whole time he's waiting for this shit to get hacked. Like, real shit. Motherfuckers, like, I be asking people, like, yo, would you get a better car that drives itself? Niggas be like, hell nah. And I'm like, why not? They be like, man, so many things that can go wrong. I'm like, alright, Mr. Safety Wafety. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now all of a sudden he's Mr. fucking Safe. Now all of a sudden he's Mr. Probability. Oh, so now you understand what's probable. I get it, right? Alright, it's not safe, huh? You rather argue with your baby mama on the Highway 91, huh? Alright. Alright, and you rather drink and drive with no license. Alright, then. Hey, I take the robot. Officer, I wasn't driving this motherfucker. He told me, officer, he just told me I can't get out. Officer's like, he didn't say that, did he? That's my story. Let's stick it to it. Real shit. Look, so, alright. What else? Alright. Take away the horse, take away the driver. What else can you take away? And this is a joke, it's a sketch, but we're still on some wild shit, and we're still gonna get shit accomplished. So we're still gonna solve the issue. Because I see something in this. It's like, okay, it's the technology that took away the horse. It's the technology that took away the driver. So soon, what else can technology take away? All the other shit I said. The steering wheel, the fucking tires, the fuel, the horse shit gas prices. Sooner or later, technology will finally be allowed to be released that can solve all those issues. So pretty soon, you're just gonna have this floating bubble. Niggas just gonna be inside of a floating fucking bubble, and they're just gonna be zooming through the skies, you know. And if the bubble touches anything, it's just gonna repel and just do like that Mario Kart shit, man. You remember Mario Kart when you hit the motherfucking you do a fucking 360 like 3 times. You do a fucking 720 plus another 360, nigga. You feel me? One of those real shit where you just fucking just a bunch of bubbles in the air because what they say is that you don't touch anything. The fucking the atoms on your hands are just repelling against the atoms on everything else. So you're never really touching anything. It's just you're just bumping the force fields. Like right now, I'm tapping the keyboard, tapping the computer, but maybe because my finger's not going inside the motherfucker, so it's just bouncing off of it. It's just a bounce. If I drop this motherfucker, it's gonna bounce off of the ground. That's it. So it's just gonna smash against itself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. That's what they say really is going down. So keep that in mind. Now, what else? What else we got? We'll have a technology that will come out and it'll get rid of all the other things that made the horseless carriage different from the horse-drawn carriage. All right, what else? All right, here's another sketch idea. This one is based on a conversation I had with Juwan. From work. I mentioned Juwan. Right now I can get into the ideas that we go into because now I have a sketch show I'm working on. So now I can actually flow these ideas out in a short manner without really having to turn it into a 500-page book. That's annoying. Now look, first day of school. Your name is Percy Simmons. Percy Simmons goes to high school. It's like Edward Scissorhands, right? Check this out. Edward Scissorhands. Do you know where we're going with this, people? So you wake up, first day of school, Percy Simmons. You wake up, 9th grade. You wake up, you look at your hands in the bed, and it's like the Godfather Part 2. No, Godfather Part 1. With the horse's head, it's like that kind of scene, but comedy. Now you wake up, and you look down at your hands. They're completely covered in lotion. I mean, like your Edward Scissorhands with lotion. There's nothing but lotion on your hands. Nothing. Like the lotion, like you're Spider-Man with lotion. Lotion is pouring out of your hands. You can shoot it out like Spider-Man. You shooting niggas with lotion. You got lotion out of your hands, nigga. If you was a superhero, they would call you Lodi. Real shit, you Lodi out here, nigga. You Lodi. You know what I'm saying? Like, we call him Percy Simmons, but we could have called the nigga LaShawn. Like, real shit. We could be real goofy and call him LaShawn. Like, what you mean, LaShawn? Yeah, LaShawn, nigga. Lotion, bitch. LaShawn. His name is LaShawn. They call him Lo. Yo, what's up, Lo? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Sean. You know what I'm saying? Because you can call him Sean, or you call him Lo. Yo, Sean, what's up? Hey, Sean. What's up, Lo? So his name gonna be Percy Simmons, but they gonna call him Lo and Sean. You know what I'm saying? Sean Lo, Lo Sean. So that's how we're gonna do that. So boom, you wake up and you just got lotion coming out. Now the first thing is just you're terrified because you're like, these kids are horrible. They're not gonna let me live this down. Then that's where the whole name of Lo and Sean, after niggas accept them, niggas like, yo, what's up, Sean? Yo, what's up, Lo? It's just like, damn, that's my name now, huh? Niggas just call me Sean. His name Sean? Nah. His name Lo? Nah. Lotion, nigga. LaShawn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just like, damn, nigga. So eventually you'll become a superhero, and that'll be his fucking, some shit like that. He'll call himself Lodi or something. But anyway, it's just, I never had a chance to sit down and work on that. I just been kind of brewing it in my head, just like eventually I would go and do that. It's just a funny little thing, and it will teach you because everything has a lesson with it, right? So like what that shows, like what the reveal is, what's the reveal of the concept, like what it shows is like it's just be yourself, enjoy like how you were. Like, okay, you were born when you have lotion coming out of your hands, but when you see how this nigga pimps this shit, it's gonna be fire. Like I said, the Spider-Man thing, I just thought about that now, but we're gonna have this nigga really be able to shoot out lotion out of his hands. You know what I'm saying? Like some real funny shit. Just pop a nigga in the face with some fucking Jergens. The real shit. Boom, 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 nigga, cocoa butter. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the funniest show ever because this nigga's gonna be like, it's really cool that he has lotion coming out of his hand. So with certain like bullies, he might like antagonize the bullies a little bit with the lotion. The lotion's a little weapon for them niggas, but as far as he gonna have all the girls, cause think about it, you in class, you got lotion coming out of your hands, nigga. All the pretty girls, they want some of that. Come on, man, you got lotion just flowing out. It's real lotion. It's not sweat. It's just straight, like it's a condition. You became a superhero. You were walking through a dark alley one night and got your ass whooped by motherfucking Humpty Dumpty or some shit. Like something happened and you just became a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like you got beat down with a block of shea butter and woke up and just like, you know what I'm saying? Something happened and boom, you wake up, you just have lotion, just cover it with your hands, and it's the power you have to learn how to control. Like it's gonna be on different levels because I was talking to Juwan, I was okay. So what kind of lotion comes out when he's sad, when he's angry? Is it affected by the emotion? You know, and I think I did think about it. It was like when he's happy, it's one way. When he was sad, it was the other way, and the last one was gonna be like when he's this other way, it'll be baby oil or some shit. Like, so I'm gonna sit down and really, really like craft it out. This is the introduction. This is the first time I really mentioned it on audio. I never sat down and put any time into this. I think about it when it pops up in my head, and I continue to kind of flesh it out and figure out what I would do with it. Now I know exactly what I want to do with it as far as where I want to put it out when it's done, and that is in these sketches and stuff. So now let's stick with that one for a minute because I still want to, I still have some more in there, but I'm still trying to flesh out certain things I didn't have yet. So certain things I can't bring up yet. I'm just trying to say what I already have in the head already and properly flesh out what I can right now and articulate that, what I'm trying to flesh out. But okay, so this nigga has all the girls, bro, because you think about it, okay, when you first wake up, first day of ninth grade, you got lotion flowing out of your hands, you don't know what to do. You're like, bro, I can walk in there with gloves. Then I lift my hands up, now I got gloves on my elbows. Like, it's the funniest thing. It's gonna be this representation for how life is, how school is, peer pressure, society. Like, it really embodies life. Like my stories embody life. And I'm just explaining how it does because you might not catch this shit. But like, that's what the extreme of that is because it's a stream, bro. That's really a stream. You have lotion flowing out of your hands. It's gonna be an extreme life. You're gonna go through extreme shit, bro. You can't touch doorknobs. You have to go through that for a while, right? Boom. Now once he gets used to all that shit, ninth grade, you know what I'm saying? He starts to have like all the girls because it's like, okay, I'm gonna figure it out how like the different variations of the lotion go. It's gonna be different variations of how it looks, the texture, how it's flowing out, the flow of it. He'll figure out how to control it eventually. You know what I'm saying? So eventually it'll be like like what I see right now is I'll see like lotion just kind of like emanating over like a force field and like flaming lotion, kind of just like that much lotion where it just kind of looks like it's like on fire with a force field. It's that much lotion and shit. And then it's just gonna be this funny thing. Like I really enjoy that. It would be a beautiful animated show, so we're just gonna work on that. But it's gonna be a fun show because it's like it starts off, ninth grade, man, and it's like, it's all about the bullies. It's all about the bullies. It's all about the people who are not even bullies, but just the ones cracking jokes on this stuff. You know, it's just like just I with the first season, I just picture all the jokes being told against them. So we'll just focus on that. With the first season of sketches, boom. So we started off in ninth grade where it pops off. It happens in ninth grade, and that made sense because a it's symbolic. That's an analogy. It's a reference. It's an allusion to the time period of ninth grade of how it feels. Every ninth grader feels like they have lotion just coming out of their hands and everything they touch just gets slimy and wet. Everybody's like, ew, and then it's just like they don't want to be your friend. And then, bruh, what? You felt like that before. It's just you were ashy at the same time. This nigga's never ashy. You got all the hoes. You got but so we started off in ninth grade where it's just awkward, awkward, awkward. But at the same time, we do a retrospective to all the different years of high school, maybe from ninth grade to 12th grade, and then the next year is like 10th grade, 11th, or maybe ninth grade, 11th, and 10 and 12. You know what I'm saying? As far as breaking it down like that, so we can really get the chronological order down pat, right? And at the same time, show you the reflections, the retrospectives, without you having to be dragged through two full seasons of the shit. We're just gonna pop, 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 nigga. That's what we gonna fucking do to you. You wanna binge watch? We gonna just fucking binge slap your ass real fucking quick, nigga. Real shit. Real shit. So, what else? Now, by the time he's like in 12th grade, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? 11th grade, it's a wrap. Like, because we have to focus on the awkward time because that's just so funny. And then that's what gets him to realize, you know, you have to get through the awkward phase and then from there come out and get to the phase you want to be at. And then that's where he'll go from 10, 11th grade, boom, by time of in the 10th, 11th grade, he's popping with it, and he got it down pat. He's like he's using the lotion for texturizing for his hair. Like he got his whole swag all the way down, lotioned up. You know what I'm saying? He figured out how to control it, and it doesn't always happen. It doesn't just fully have lotion just all the time, but it's just because there'll be different variations of it. So he'll be able to control it, get it down, and he'll be able to realize, yo, when I'm mad, it comes out like this. Is you know, this and that happened, and then it's like, once that happened, I got mad, and then it turned into baby oil or some shit, and then I realized for the first time that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's gonna be this funny story. Can be translated to different formats: film, cinema, short film, feature film, animated. You know what I'm saying? Animated shorts, TV series, whatever. Like, this shit is funny. And that's what the sketch show is for. Is for me to show all the ideas I have that I never wrote into full ideas, never published, never fully did full audio projects on. These are like the ideas I wavered on. These are the ideas on the cusp of coming out. They were like you would have never heard about them. Almost, maybe, most likely. There's a chance. If I didn't do the sketch show, all these other ideas, they would have died with me. And now they don't have to. And, I don't want there to be any ghosts around my deathbed. I just want there to be empty of ghosts. No ghosts. No ghosts. If there's some ghosts, I'm going to feel bad. Like, damn, like, it's going to be ghosts, but I don't need a whole bunch of ghosts around me. I need to know that I released. You know what I'm saying? Like, those ghosts are not ghosts at all, basically. They are alive. I didn't keep them unborn. You know what I'm saying? I brought them to life. So now, let's continue with the lotion real quick. Let's probably wrap that up. I'm thinking, what else? That's about it, what I got right now. As far as the retrospective, going back and forth between 9th grade, 12th grade, when he first has the lotion issues, relevant. And then, he's just the smoothest guy. It's like, okay, oh man. Oh, excuse me, eventually, by 12th grade, he'll be selling the lotion, bottles of lotion, this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fire. And it's going to show a real nice, point behind that as well. Now, what else? What time is it?
Oh, that's crazy.
It's 30 minutes. I said I wanted to record for 30 minutes. It's 8 in the morning. Now that means when I come back, I'm done recording. I'm going to spend the rest of the morning editing all the videos I shot today and yesterday and the day before, and making videos out of the audio I recorded today and yesterday and the day before. So I have to edit videos from 3 days of audio and 3 days of, or 2 days of audio or 2 days of filming, and do all of that in a few hours, and then lay down and go to sleep, wake up, go to work. The market opens. I have to take a shower too. Shit, I want to take a shower before I go to sleep and take a shower when I wake up. And the market opens at 5 o'clock, and I have my trades in and Ripple, and they're supposed to be in the same direction. So I'll leave them in there, and then get into some new ones if possible. And I'll see if Jason can send $5 in Bitcoin to a new account, get that one started. And what else? That's it. I had a real productive weekend, real great weekend. So we just started out the whole sketch audio series, of me just freestyling the sketches. And then I will be writing the sketches. That will be all I will be writing now. I was going to transition into writing philosophy mainly. And now I can write philosophy, like my philosophy on things, like my philosophy on the crafts I'm into, my philosophy on investing my money, like my philosophy on how I create my art. Like that's what's really valuable, as well as the information and the art itself is showing you how I do it, how I come up with it, how I really think. What's the mentality that's what I mean by philosophy. The Mamba mentality of my art creation process, my content creation, the Mamba mentality of my investing, how I do that, my trading, my financial leveraging, the strategy behind it, the actual strategy. So I would be detailing the strategy of my creation process, which I never really did before on written form and not too many projects, because I'm writing novels and verse novels and this and that, right? So I'm finally going to just give out the full strategy now, updated 2020 version. At the same time, give out the strategy for everything: economics, politics, financial leveraging, everything. Give out all the philosophy, all the strategy, because everything is geared towards longevity and making sure that all the information that I had in my brain that was helpful to other people was accessible and available for those other people to consume and digest the information. All right, that's what it was mainly for. I want to keep the useful information to myself. So now, boom, what I would do then was drill blank. Give me a second. So anyway, we're just wrapping it up real quick. But yeah, this is the sketch show, and I'll be writing the sketches and putting them into the book I'm writing for Vanessa Stallone. So that book is just going to be beautiful because it starts off with nonfiction, first volume, person of numbers, a person of numbers, that person of numbers. Then from there, volume 2 on is nothing but creative stories, short films, feature films, some poems, just short stories, a few little contemporaries, the Southern Gothic literature. The Gothic literature started off with just a little preview of where I would go with stories like that, and I'll pick those up and keep going with that. And then all the different ideas that came from there, just a bunch of creative stories. I can't even remember. I can't even call out how many creative stories I have inside that book now. So it just turned into this creative, this anthology of creative stories about economics and investing. And then, what it's going to turn into now, with it being the last 3 months, last 4 or 5 months of the year, now I'll be able to actually, wrap it up. And now I have this new inclination to write philosophy, my philosophy on investing, which is what the book's about, and my philosophy on creating stories, which is what the book is made of, creative stories. So I'm showing inside the book my philosophy on how I created all of what makes up the book itself. Here's how I think on investing, even more so than what I've said in the book already. And here's how I think on creating art, which I don't talk about at all because I'm always writing the story, so I can't talk about the process of creating the story while I'm showing you the story I'm creating. But with this one, I'm just doing a bunch of short stories, so at the very end, I can pop up and be like, here's my philosophy on creating, period, and boom, and then you can see how I really feel about this whole thing. And then I do the same thing with investing. And that's how we're wrapping up the book. And in between there, you'll probably have the Phone Girl Part 3, which would be like my short story of like a love story or whatever. It'd be some kind of love story in some format. It might just be a bunch of short stories on there a little bit. Now I'll figure that out. But we're going to wind this book down really nice. And we wanted to start off the book in reverse. So the last volume might be the first volume you read. So everything we're winding the book down with now might actually be the introduction to the book. Then from there, the middle of the book will actually be the very end of the book, wrapping it up backwards. And then the very end of the book would be the very beginning of the story of where everything started at. So with volume 1 now being, all the financial information that you use to apply and all the stories you iterate in that and bringing out new ideas. If I start the book off with all those stories and I put the first 2 volumes at the very end now before you even get the point's driven home. So by the time you get the point might be driven home thoroughly because you just read nothing but creative stories all about the same information, the same concept, the same mindset. Everything the information tells you, the stories basically would have told you that, especially if you read them all. So boom, you got everything except like maybe names of certain companies and certain things. But once you get to that part of the book, you're like, damn, this is what he meant now. So I might just do it like that. So volumes 1 and 2 at the very end could be more like, do you see what I mean now? Instead of it being the first thing you see. That's how I wanted it. That's initially how it just came out. The first volume was non-fiction. It was just, here's the strategy, here's the plan. Then from there, I turned the plan into creative stories. I created creative stories about the plan. So I said I wanted to record for 30 minutes. We've been going for 36 minutes. About to be 37 minutes and 5 seconds. So thank you all for listening. I'm going to smoke and we're going to come back and just edit. And we're going to record while we edit. So we're going to record and just edit. So we'll come back and record. And possibly, if I can remember more skits, sketches, we'll do that while I'm editing. I'll just come up with more skit ideas. Excuse me. Yeah, I guess I could do that because that's easy. I can still focus on the editing the videos and just throwing out skit ideas and just try to talk louder because I'll most likely be sitting down editing unless I come in here, turn the light on. I might have to move the computer up one more notch on the shelf, but then it might seem kind of weird to type like that. But I could type it. This is okay. I kind of have to bring down a little bit to see. I'll figure out how I'm gonna do this. But yeah, I have to spend the next 3 hours just editing everything I film. I spent all weekend like filming because once I get back into working, I'll be able to film at work as long as the phone's charged. I charge it at work, that's cool. But at the same time, I have to make sure any footage on the phone is off of it. It's clear footage. So if I'm at work, I have clear footage for work footage. Boom. Now I can start filming that. And that in itself would just be working with Chad. So if I make sure I have my phone clear every day and charged every day and it's charging at work, I can film throughout the night. Just working with Chad, just every night, just filming, working with Chad. So I don't have to put pressure on myself to come up with a concept to talk about. It's just you're working with Chad, you're just going in. And then because it's working with Chad, I could really talk about my perspective on working, period. But working with Chad, boom. And that's something I didn't do with the last working with Chad I had. I was literally just recording me at work and everything that was going on around me when I was at McDonald's in 2017 and when I was at P&G and, 2016 and stuff. So that's when I was living with my roommate in Georgia, J.D. Hutchinson, and his mom, Sedona Napier. My last year in Georgia, my last birthday in Georgia before moving to New York for the first time. And, it's just crazy. So thank you all for listening. We're going to come right back, sit down and edit these videos and record more sketch ideas while we're doing that. So we're just building up more sketch ideas while we're, editing out these. So what I'll do is every folder that I have, I will make a video with all the files in the folder. Those files will end up being like an hour long, 30 minutes long. Boom, that'll be the long version. So that way I know I have all of the clips that I've made out and on the internet. Boom. Then from there, I can go to those clips and individually just make individual videos with a few clips, short clips and stuff. And by doing it that way, I already Because if I don't do that and I just fuck with the short clips, now I would have to make videos for all the short clips, put them together, like put like 5 1 minute clips together, a few 1 minute clips together, but do that entire folder at one time. Like just having to keep track of the files that I did at the different times. You know what I'm saying? I would have to do that folder all at one time to really knock it out so I know I did all those files and all those files are on the internet. Boom. So if I just do one video with all the files first, boom, now it's done. And I know I have them all. Now I can go and just willy-nilly do whatever the fuck I want to do with the individual files. Put 1 file in the video, 3 files in the video, 5 files in the video. This file, that file doesn't matter because I already know when niggas see it, who saw the other video, they're gonna be like, well, I saw these clips already. He just made a shorter version instead of having it all condensed in one, you know what I'm saying, one long one and shit. So that's all I'm doing, just having the variations. It's like these long clips, they are for when I'm dead, nigga. That's what that's for. Like when I'm dead, you're not gonna want to watch a short video of me. You can film me up 30 seconds. That's gonna hurt your fucking heart. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Real shit. When a nigga's dead, oh yeah, a tape with me for 30 minutes, some shit I really made. Chad Films, I chopped it up. It wasn't just someone was just filming it. Because you would watch that too. Because the nigga was dead. So it's like, I get to see this nigga who's not here anymore. But to know this nigga himself chopped this up, did it himself, it's like, yo, it's almost like he killed himself. Like this nigga fucking knew it. Like he was setting it all up himself. He spent his whole life setting up this fucking literary dynasty, this cinematic dynasty. Like, what the fuck, this empire? Like, on some real psycho shit. Like, what the fuck possessed this nigga to do this? Like, who sent him here to spend his whole time here doing this shit? Like, real shit. So I gotta go. Thank you all so much. Coming right back. That's all I gotta go. I'm coming right back, bro. Like, somebody sent me here to be like this. I'm coming right back. The only weakness was I had to smoke. That was it. That was it. You know what I'm saying? It was the only weakness. I wasn't 100% sober doing this shit. Straight pothead, nigga. Straight addiction. Straight using this shit. It's just straight, motivation to keep, creating. Because, I want to smoke. I just want to smoke. I'm a pothead, right? So, boom. Smoke in between my creating. Just create in between the smoking. Just create and smoke. Just back and forth. Just that's it. I want to just smoke. So, I just smoke and create and just create and smoke and just back and forth. And I'm just creating and just smoking and just creating. And that's it. That was my weakness. But it kept me focused. I kept myself focused with it. It is what it is. But yeah, that was it. That was the weakness, man. It was just shit. I wasn't doing this 100% sober. I wasn't just straight 12 hours just in the closet. Just, I fucking wish. That would be fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? But like, this is the life I live. Like, I smoke all this weed and I create all this art. I probably have the title. It's like the most prolific pothead ever. Shit. It's just fun. It's like the creative artistry. I gotta go. This is a whole nother hour. I just did an hour. What did I do? An hour. I didn't record today. I recorded yesterday. Yeah. This shit crazy. I'm out of here. Thank you for the smoke. Chill.